course you need eggs for breakfast.
Super cold.
Go ball. What's up everyone, I'm Chris. We got Steph behind the camera and we're hungry to travel. We are in the Queen City of the South, here in Cebu City, and today we're going on a food tour of the Tisa neighborhood. We're starting our day off trying some signature Cebuano foods, so let's get eating. So we're here at Punko Punko sa Punta for Punko Punko, and what it is, it's an assortment of different deep fried snacks. So this is gonna be a tasty breakfast. We got a whole ton of different things here, so let's just put a bunch on our plate and go try them. All right, let's get some of these fried lumpia. Wow, look at these crabs, these little stuffed crabs. I think we should get one of those. Woo. Definitely need to get one of these stuffed eggs here. And this is a Cebuano specialty. This is Noyang, which is like a special lumpia Shanghai here. And this is the special ginabat. Now we have to get this. This is another very special Punko Punko here in Cebu. Look at that. So they call this the flour chicharon or chicharon bulaklak. Let's get him to cut one up. Okay, here is our fried food breakfast feast. So we have our Punko Punko here, and what Punko means, it actually translates to squat or sit in Cebuano, and what it refers to is the fact that Punko Punko used to be sold on the side of the roads, and there used to be no chairs for people to sit on to eat, so they would squat and get their fried items and eat, so it literally means kind of like to squat and eat, squat, squat. So this looks delicious. We have our hanging rice puso here as well to eat with our Punko Punko, and we were told that you're supposed to have it with a nice cold beer. So this is breakfast, fried food and beer. There's no better way to start the day. So we have our chilies and onions in our sauce bowl. We were told to add some of this vinegar mixture in to dip our Punko Punko in. Okay, I want to try this ginabat first. Now what ginabat is, it's the local Cebuano version of chicharon bulaklak, and what it is, it's the membrane of the pork intestine, so it's what holds the intestine together in a pork, and they fry it up beautifully to create this flour chicharon. You can see there, it looks so cool, floury. It's actually quite soft right there in the middle, but crispy on the ends of the flour there. So we got a whole one, as well as he cut up two other ones here for us to try. So,
That's chewy.
That's chewy. That's probably why they cut it up into little pieces. The fried taste, so good. You can see there, nice and oily, and the ends of the ginabat there, super crispy. Just has a bit of a fried taste, to be honest. You wouldn't know it's membrane of an intestine at all, and just a bit chewy down here, but overall, tastes amazing. Just fried goodness. We're gonna dip that in our sauce here. Get a nice onion there as well. Ooh. Oh, that vinegar soy sauce with the onion combo is such a nice complement to the saltiness of the ginabat here. That sauce is really good. It has a slight pork flavor as well, so just tastes like deep fried pork. So crispy. So here we have the lumpia Shanghai, which is kind of like the Filipino spring roll. But what is special here in Cebu is this. So this is called Noyang, and what it is, it's similar to the lumpia Shanghai here, except it is deep fried and it has ubud inside, ubud and carrots, which is the coconut palm hearts, and they use the Chinese 5-spice to flavor and spice the insides as well. So that's what makes it different here. So it's so long. Let's just break it open and see what's inside. Ooh. You can see there, it's actually super soft, even though it's been deep fried. And you can see all of that ubod, that coconut palm hearts on the inside there. Ooh, let's dip it straight in, have a taste. Okay, the insides are nice and soft. Outside, slightly crispy as well. The ends look crispier, but you can really taste the bit of the Chinese spice in there. So it has a different flavor than the normal lumpia Shanghai actually. And with that vinegar sauce as well. And let's try in comparison to the lumpia Shanghai. Oh, really salty actually. Salty veggies. I think there's spring onion in there. Those are good. To be honest, I actually like the Noyang better because the ubon inside is really flavorful with that Chinese spice. Brian, mash it up. Oh, so good. Everything is so crispy, delicious. Oh, it tastes so good. Thank you so much. Salamat po. Oh, all this salty food is getting me thirsty, so let's have a taste of our local San Miguel light beer. Can't get enough of this local beer. Steph, mabuhay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, that is refreshing on this hot morning, and it goes perfectly with fried food. Yeah, like we said earlier, there's nothing better than fried food and a nice cold beer. Oh, truly is the perfect combo and the perfect breakfast. Okay, moving on, we have a couple more things to try here, but we have this cute little stuffed egg here. So they stuff the egg with a pork and yolk mixture. Oh wow, look at that. Look on the inside there. It's almost like a Filipino deviled egg actually. Oh, that smells amazing. And eggs, of course you need eggs for breakfast. Wow, that yolk and something crunchy in there. It's almost like a vegetable. That's delicious. All right, last but not least is this crab. Look at this little crab. Stuffed on the inside. Not sure what he's stuffed with, but crab meat, I'm assuming, and another mixture. So let's just try and get in on it. Wow, look at that. Deliciously mixed with veggies, crab meat, carrots. Looks like onion there. Ooh, wow. Got ourselves a little crab bowl here too. That stuffing is super yummy. It has that same crunchy vegetable that's inside the stuffed egg actually. I think it's ubod. Tastes very similar to the Noyang there. But the crab meat, you can actually taste that delicious meat mixed into this crab cake mixture here. And this might actually be my favorite item besides that egg. But actually, no. Definitely come back to the crispy ginabot. Oh. So good. This has been such a fun local way to start the day here for breakfast at Punko Punko sa Punta. And we have to try our puso, our hanging rice, which is super popular here in Cebu. Look at this, they slice it open for you. So you get 2 halves of your rice cake there. Let's get a little half out. Have some with our ginabot. Oh, amazing breakfast, fried food.
Hey, when you see fresh buko juice on the road, you cannot pass by without getting a sip, especially on these hot days in the Philippines. Cheers, mabuhay. Oh, so refreshing. Chunks of coconut in there, nice and sweet. Probably like a little bit of condensed milk in there. So good. Pass it up. So refreshing. Oh. This will go perfectly with our stroll today. dish we have here is called a steamed fried rice, and it's a popular Cebuano dish. And here at Braddock's, they do it apparently very good. And it's interesting because it's not really what we would typically think of as a fried rice. We've got rice as well as this kind of a pork stew on top with like a sticky gravy. So I'm interested to see what this tastes like, so let's dig in here. All right, oh, so you can see this is super sticky, that gravy kind of sauce that we've got on top here. Got some nice chunks of pork, but let's get into some of this rice. Oh, that's just way down below. So you can see it kind of has a different color, like it's a bit of maybe soy sauce in there or garlic. That's given it a little bit of a different color, but okay, interesting flavor. It's very much gravy-like. So the pork has nice pork flavor, a little bit salty, but honestly, it's just like a pork gravy, like a beef gravy, but pork flavored. It's salty, there's nothing else in it like vegetables or anything like that, so it's quite, I guess, plain in that respect. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it as well, the gravy itself. I can definitely taste some soy sauce, garlic for sure, but again, there's something making it a little bit sweet too. It's quite an interesting flavor. If you've ever had actually what it tastes like a steamed pork rice at dim sum, this is very much what this tastes like. Very, very similar. But it's nice that you've got the pork in there that makes it a bit hearty. And to be honest, for 50 pesos, it's really good price for a pretty hearty meal. Nice little rice bowl.
So we are here at Jeff's Original Siomai, and this is the original siomai shop here in the Tisa neighborhood. Now, this place originated as a halo halo shop, but Jeff wanted a complement to his halo halo and his siu pao, so he started serving siomai, and all the restaurants and shops in Tisa decided to copy him and started selling siomai as well. And now there's an explosion of siomai shops going all around the Tisa neighborhood, but this is the original spot. So what we have here, we have an original siomai as well as a Japanese siomai. It looks like it's got a little seaweed on there. But what makes the Filipino siomai here in Tisa so special is the use of this garlic chili sauce. So I can already smell the garlic from that. We got a little bit of calamansi to put on there as well. All right, let's give this siomai a calamansi blast here. Woo. So these are pork siomai, and you can see, look at that. We got the nice wrapping on the outside, but just filled with the pork on the inside there. These little siomai dumplings. Let's dip it in our nice garlic chili sauce here. Oh wow, look how oily that looks. All right. That garlic chili sauce, super garlicky, and the spice is building. The siomai tastes like your typical dim sum Chinese like siomai, like your pork siomai, but that's delicious. That garlic sauce definitely makes it though. Sweet, but also spicy and garlicky. That's good. I love the seaweed on these little Japanese siomai. So let's try this one. Tastes very similar to the regular siomai. I love the salty umami seaweed flavor you get with that. It honestly just reminds me of like a sushi roll with that seaweed. Oh, that's good. The best part about these little siomai is that they come per piece, so they're 9 pesos per piece, so you can have as many or as little siomai as you want. This chili garlic sauce really does make these little pork dumplings here. See on the inside there, just filled with that pork meat filling. Definitely worth a visit if you're in the Tisa neighborhood. Like I said, There's so many shops lining the street of pizza down here, but you want to try the original Siomai shop here in the Tisa neighborhood, you gotta come to Jeff's. And ultimate Siomai bite. It is super hot today, so let's cool down now with a Cebu City version of Halo Halo. Come on. Hello. We are here at Melton's Halo Halo to try this special Cebu City version of Halo Halo, and this looks delicious. Looks like we got 2 balls of ube ice cream here, some coconut, what else?
Mango looks like, as well as what I would call like a...
Cornflake?
Like a cornflake, that's what I was gonna say, frosted flake, cornflake. This looks almost like a yam, a purple, I think it's purple yam.
It kind of looks like watermelon, but yeah, I don't know.
We've got some green jellies, coconut, did you say coconut? Lots of coconut in there.
This is actually a nice looking Halo Halo, look at that. So, let's give it a mix.
Yes, but first, I want to try this ube ice cream.
True, yes.
Okay.
Cheers.
Ube cheers. Oh, that's super strong ube flavor.
Wow.
That's really tasty.
So creamy.
I was just gonna say that it's so creamy, and it's like super thick too, actually.
Okay, enough of that.
Let's tasty.
Let's give it that mix.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, double mix here. It's much easier actually when you have 2 people to mix everything together.
And when it's in a bowl too, actually. That makes it a lot easier.
Ooh, look at that shaved ice there. Looks nice and milky with the evaporated milk there.
Yeah, it does. Now that is a Halo Halo. Look at those colors there. Super purple now with that ube. Oh, and I can see it's like steaming because it's so cold.
It's melting pretty fast too.
All right, let's do it.
I'm just gonna get a huge bite.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, you almost got a bigger piece of me. Let's do it. Super cold.
Go for.
I bet your big bite is super cold. That's so refreshing though. I kind of wish I could just like rub it all over my whole face. That is very tasty. It's quite sweet actually. There's quite a decent amount of sugar in there, I feel like.
My face is frozen. Okay.
Brain freeze. But I don't know about you, I got some really nice chunks of the coconut in there, which adds just such a good flavor to it.
See the green jellies in there? You always got the jellies in the bottom of the Halo Halo. This one actually doesn't have any mango, any beans or anything.
No, you're right, it doesn't. It doesn't, but I just had one of those green jellies and it's super flavorful actually. It has a very strong taste to it. It's really nice.
I'd say the best part, of course, always, the ube ice cream. And of course the coconut as well.
And I think definitely it's worth it paying the extra 10 pesos to get the special Halo Halo, which gives you the ube ice cream as well as it comes in a bowl.
And with all the salty foods that we've been eating so far today, this is the sweet treat that we definitely needed to cool us down. So, this Halo Halo at Melton's, really good.
Fantastic choice.
Still so cold.
Our last stop of the day is for a very popular Filipino snack that is loved here in the Philippines and is one of our favorites, chicharron. Come on.
One of the most popular snacks in the Philippines is chicharron, crispy deep-fried pork skin. Chicharron are incredibly versatile, being crushed up as a garnish or thrown on top of dishes whole. No matter how they are used, their deliciousness can be found all over the country. Today we're at Chillin' Chicharron in Cebu City to check out their chicharron factory and see how this popular Filipino snack is made, from start to crispy finish.
All right, let's go in here and check out some of the preparation before the chicharron, the pork skin, is fried. So here in the back of the shop, they're preparing all the raw skin, the pork skin for the chicharron. We've got just the skin here, which is going to be the regular chicharron. And in the buckets over here, they've already sliced up and cut the special chicharron. So you can see it's the really thick pieces that have the skin, the meat, and the fat on it. So you can see there's such a process to the chicharron, which is why it takes quite a long amount of time to get to that finished product.
After the raw pork skin is cut, selected, and prepared, it's left to dry out for about 24 hours before being deep fried in the hot oil, sending that pork skin into a new level of deliciousness.
Wow, look how fast the chicharron cooked.
Cooking up all different kinds of chicharron. To the left of me here, they're doing the regular chicharron, which is just the skin. And to the right of me over here, they're doing the special chicharron, which is not just the skin, but also with that little layer of meat and fat on it. It smells really good in here.
It's crackling hard in here.
It is. Can you hear that? Busy work going on here. They've got 4 different fats going. At the back they're doing one stage, and at the front here they're doing the finishing stages. And we were told that it actually takes a day and a half for the full process from stage 1 to the drying and everything until the final stage. So it's actually quite a difficult process to make this chicharron, which makes sense because they come out so tasty.
This one actually is a party size chicharron. It's a big one.
Look at the size of this guy. That piece of skin is huge.
Wow.
This chicharron is huge. Look at the size of this thing. It's insane.
Human-sized chicharron.
It looks so delicate. So we've reached the very final stage of the chicharron's life here, that is before you eat it. And we are just packaging it here. So we've got the special chicharron you can see and the regular chicharron behind me. So you can see there's quite a difference in color between the two as well. The regular is quite a bit lighter because you don't have that extra layer of the fat and the skin on it. But I can tell you it smells incredible in here. The chicharron has been dumped in here straight from the frying station, so you can actually still hear the chicharron crackling. It's that fresh. Now that we have seen the whole entire process of the chicharron, I think we're gonna be lucky enough to try some outside. So let's head out and give it a taste. So the name Chillin' Chicharron actually has a few different meanings. The owner, Hazel, it represents both her mother and her father, Chilo and Helen, creating chillin', but it's also just chillin'. And I love this cute little piggy here. So what we also have is the packaged chicharron, which we were just seeing getting packaged at the back. And they were packaged fresh, like straight from the frying pan. So what you're getting is something super fresh. And we have got the regular ones here. And then they also have the special ones. So you can see that layer of fat on there as well, and the meat with the skin. So we've got a little sample to try behind here that I think we need to tuck into. My mouth is absolutely watering watching all this chicharron get fried up. So without further ado, let's give it a taste. I'm gonna start with the regular chicharron. So you can see there it's just the skin. So it's a bit thinner than the special, and it's very light too. Let's do it. What a crunch. Oh, that is very tasty. It's got a nice salt to it, but it's not overly salty, and it's super light actually. It just kind of tastes like you're having like a chip or something, you know? It's very flavorful and airy. This is very delicious. I'm gonna try it with a little dip of this vinegar here. Look at that. Oh, it's crackling, you hear that? It's dissolving and crackling. Okay, cheers, vinegar cheers. Ooh, that's tasty. It's kind of like a salt and vinegar chicharron. Oh, these are super tasty. Nice and light and airy. Incredible. These regular ones are nice and light and tasty, but I think we need to move on to the heavy stuff. The special, with that nice thick layer of fat and meat on there. Look at that, and that crunchy skin. Ooh. All right. Cheers. Oh. Okay, these are super tasty. There's a few different textures actually going on because you have the really crispy crunchiness of the skin, but then it's also nice and soft where the fat and the meat is, so it's kind of juicy and fatty all at the same time. La me. This is delicious. Oh, incredible. Gonna get a little dip here in the vinegar as well, just to give it a taste. Oh, the vinegar is always good with something fatty like this because it just kind of cuts the fat a little bit. Just look inside there, how fatty it is. It's juicy. Oh, these special ones truly are special. That crunch is just like reverberating through my skull. Chillin' Chicharron has been around since 1984, and the recipe for the seasoning is a secret that only the family knows. So even though the workers are doing such great work cooking it and everything, the actual recipe is a complete secret. If you're interested in buying any of the products here, you can get them at their 2 locations here in Cebu, and they also sell them at the SM supermarket. It has been amazing getting to watch the whole entire process of the chicharron. I mean, we haven't seen it for a day and a half, but we've seen all the different layers and levels to making the chicharron. A huge thank you to the owner, Hazel, for allowing us to watch everything and just to be here. This has been a bit of a dream, to be honest, because we love chicharron, so it's just been such a cool experience. And with so much delicious chicharron, the only way to finish it is with an ultimate chicharron bite. May as well just sandwich that on top. That is delicious. All right, that's it for our Cebu food tour today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you're interested in visiting any of the locations that we went to today, then check out our description box below for all the location information. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and make sure you subscribe to our channel to come on our next food adventure with us. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal. Chicharon pasalubong!